Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs. Gildan Media presents Traction, How Any Startup Can Achieve Explosive Customer Growth by Gabriele Weinberg and Justin Mares. Narrated by the author.
In 2006, I sold for millions of dollars an internet company that I had co-founded a few years earlier. It was a strange company for many reasons, not the least of which was that we had no employees from beginning to end. I wrote every line of code and did all the accounting and customer support. The terms of the deal were such that my co-founder and I didn't have to work for the acquiring company at all. We were free to move on to other things, and we did. A few months later, my wife and I moved from our 865-square-foot apartment near Boston to a country house 25 miles outside of Philadelphia. I had just turned 27. She went to her job, and I sat at home doing nothing for the first time in my life. We knew no one for 100 miles in any direction. Naturally, I started tinkering on the computer again, starting about a dozen side projects simultaneously. A year and a half later, I thought I was onto something. I noticed two things that bothered me about Google. Too much spam, all those sites with nothing but ads, and not enough instant answers. I kept going to Wikipedia and IMDb. I thought if I could easily pick out the spam and the answers, then I'd have a more compelling search engine. Both problems were harder to solve than I initially thought, but I thoroughly enjoyed the work and kept at it. Everyone I talked to about my search engine project thought I was nuts. You're doing what? Competing against Google? Why? How? Another year later, in the fall of 2008, I flipped the switch, unveiling my search engine to the public. DuckDuckGo had a rather uneventful launch, if you can even call it a launch. I posted it to a niche tech site called Hacker News, and that was the long and short of it. The post was entitled, "What do you think of my new search engine?" Like many entrepreneurs, I'm motivated by being on the cusp of something big, and I was at the point where I needed some validation. I can survive on little, but I needed something. I got it. Granted, the product wasn't anything you'd want to switch to at that point, and people let me know that. It was an internet forum, after all. However,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?